Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be reviewing something. Didn't know I'd be reviewing it. Didn't even know what it was. I was misguided. I clicked on something that I did not know about. Guess it's my fault for not fully reading the synopsis. It was my simple laziness that caused me to watch my first Harem show. So yeah, I'm not going to heaven anytime soon. Alright, reviewing Date or Alive. So if you decide to watch this, you don't even know about this show, but you decide to watch my video anyways, thanks for doing that. Like and subscribe if you want. Don't like the bag. Let's get on. So the show has our main character pretty much dating these girls. These girls have some magical power. There's difference between the powers. It's kind of just a random dice roll on what power this person has, but all generally can cause these spatial quakes, which are kind of similarly to black holes that just spawn spontaneously and just disappear spontaneously. So of course, society is like that, you know, you're destroying a lot of stuff, so they have to figure out a way of stopping it. So of course, probably biggest way is just kill these people. So there's the Beck girls, and that's a part of this show. But where our main character comes involved, he has a special ability in which he can go on a date with these girls, kiss them, and seal their power. But yeah, that's the plot. Main character just has to date a bunch of girls. Sounds like a dream, and that's the plot. So again, I probably have to say screwed rules to the structure of how I usually do these by going over certain things, because this is not like the usual stuff I go over. It's a harem. So I will go over the beginning. It hooks you pretty well for a show. It kind of just immediately just boom. Stuff that your parents would not want to see you watching right away, and then it kind of chills. It's very chill at the start. It takes a while to build up into what the plot will actually become, and then reveals kind of show themselves towards the end of that episode, and really you can get the gist of probably what's going to happen. This first episode is done amazingly. Once you put the second episode combined in there, it does really work. I think by the end of the second episode, you kind of get what you've watching for. You understand what will be happening, and you can kind of tell if you're going to like this story or not, and if you're going to like how they do things or not. Then going by the end, I usually would rate if the ending is good or not, how I felt about it. They don't care about the ending. The show isn't really about the plot. It's not about the journey. It's about who you're trying to get laid by during the journey. Yeah, so I can't really talk too much about it. There is some plot that does go on, and I think it resolves pretty well. It does leave open doors for the continuation, so if you do want to see my season 2 review, I can go and watch it and review it for you guys. Yeah, I could if you ask nicely. So if you want to see that, go do that. So now going on about the characters, generally there's not really a bunch of opposition. It depends on what point you are. Trying to keep it still spoiler free. No one cares about the plot, but whatever. We have a few girls that he'll end up dating. I'll just go over pretty much all the important characters. Our main character, he's dull as hell, so fits perfectly because he's trying to be that character that you can not really connect with, put yourself in the shoes of. He's just a basic slate, so you can go into your fantasy realm of dating a bunch of women, which is not real, but you know, whatever. First girl, honestly, she's very basic, just that pretty, caring, nice, whatever person. Didn't care much, but it works perfectly, honestly. I wouldn't complain about it at all. Second character, pretty shy. She isn't intrusive, so I honestly do not care. Her plot goes by pretty quickly, and yeah, it's done. She isn't the most entertaining character, but they didn't spend too much time. So I can't really complain. And some of the things that do involve her do have some nice sub parts that really do make it entertaining, so I can't complain. Now, Kamuri. She's waifu. She's great. So she's like, oh, she's so powerful. She goes killing a bunch of people, and you're supposed to hate her, but like, she's great. All the people she killed visibly on screen were horrible people. Also, the action she has, very good. For a show that's basically about dating, she makes it very spicy with the action. The fighting scenes with her are actually really good. So I see why people like her. So yeah, I'm on that bandwagon too. She's honestly a really well done character. Then there is Kotri, the person who's pretty much guiding him. And she's just that stubborn girl. She's fine. Isn't that amazing? But it works well, so I cannot complain in my opinion. I think what this show tries to do, it executes pretty well. Even if I do not care for it, I do have to applaud them for actually having some pretty good structure. I think the most important part, which actually wraps this whole thing up and gives me the reason why I actually enjoyed it, is was it entertaining and was the pacing good? So really, the romance part, did not care about. I want to care less, but the show still entertains me. And why is that? This show is hilarious. I laughed so much at the show. Even if it was not intending to be funny, for someone who is not really into this weeb degenerate culture of probably the people who enjoy this show for all it has, for people not like that, which is me, this show can be very funny. Even if they're not intending to, and when they are intending to, it works really well. I think it is hilarious. All the cast within that like ship, they are just great. They don't get shown too much, but they are honestly amazing when they are on screen. The Chief, I loved him. All his moments were really funny. This show was just honestly very funny. So even though I don't think it's categorized as a comedy, this show was hilarious for me, and that's why it stayed entertaining. And the pacing was actually done pretty well. I couldn't complain about something taking too long. I think everything that needed to existed for some amount of time needed and was done. The one thing is, Kamuri, of course my favorite character, was not through the whole show, so cause she is best girl. We're not going to lie about it. She's just great. Let's get that out there. So honestly, I think that character is amazing. So I wish we had more of her, but I understand why we don't. But we could appreciate her while she was there, because she did make the show honestly really good and entertaining in the action standpoint, which the rest of the show honestly had me dull to. Again, the comedy was just amazing. So yeah, that's how it entertained me. So the show gets good points there. So that's my thoughts on this show. I never thought I would go and watch a show like this. And I watched it on accident. So that is saying something. You'll end up liking stuff that you just randomly stumble across. So yeah, I guess that's okay. Hopefully my parents don't stumble across that history of me watching that, because oh my, yikes, I'm going to get kicked out. But thank you guys for watching. If you hit the like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. Of course, this is a small channel right now, so I will take any support I possibly can. And thank you guys for giving it so far. If you want to see a Season 2 review, I would be perfectly fine watching it to make that review. And if you can suggest anything to me, go ahead and do so. You can see all my reviews. You can kind of get a good taste of what I like. Or you could go to my anime list and look at that too, and also get a better taste. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked and enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.